Hi, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Bobby Eckstein. I'm a faculty member here at UNH in both the psychology department and in the justice studies program. And I work very closely with justice studies students in both the undergraduate program and the graduate program. So I think we all talk about things that we like about the master's program, advantages that the program has. To be honest, sometimes what we refer to as selling points for the program. And I think different faculty members probably focus on different things about some of the positives that come with the program and things that they bring up when they talk to students about it. So I'm going to mention four things that I usually mention when I'm meeting with students, trying to encourage them to apply to the Justice Studies master's program. The first is a really practical one, and I think this is somewhat unique, and students may not realize how unique this is, but our master's program in Justice Studies only takes 1 year to complete. I've really never heard of a master's program that is as rich and as thorough as ours in terms of the courses that you take and the work that gets completed that can be finished just in 1 year. So our program starts over the summer or towards the end of the summer. It continues into the fall and into the spring, and then students wrap up the following summer. So we have an August to August school schedule that gets you your master's degree in 1 year. Most master's programs take 2 years, sometimes even take a little bit longer than that if there's a thesis or an internship component that comes along with it. So in terms of planning for your future, the idea that you can get an advanced degree that can lead to lots of good things and that you can get it in 1 year is a plus, both in terms of saving time, but also in terms of saving money. The second, and this is true of lots of graduate programs, but it's still something that I like to stress because I think it's something that undergraduate students may not really be thinking of. The classes that we have in the Justice Studies Master's program are rather small, in some cases really small. In talking to undergraduate students, one thing that I hear over and over again is they like their 700 level classes more than their 500 and 400 level classes because they like small groups, they like lots of discussion, they like classes being a little bit more process-oriented rather than lecture-oriented. And the majority of the classes that you'll take in the Justice Studies Master's program are small, they're friendly, they're intimate. I think they challenge students in ways that are very different than undergraduate classes. I enjoy teaching graduate level classes because it gives me a chance to really get to know the students. A number of students that I've had as undergrads who I only know somewhat superficially, I really get to know them as people, as graduate students, because we spend a lot of time with the students. It's usually in very small groups. We actually work hand in hand with graduate students on projects. They kind of become colleagues in some ways. So I really like the small, intimate feeling of the class sizes that we have in the Justice Studies Master's program. The third selling point is that our master's program is good for lots of different students. I don't think of it as if this is what you want to do, then this is the program you go into. I think there are lots of things that you might want to do in the future that having had an experience in our master's program would be helpful. So I always think of it for students who know for certain that they want to go into a career in law enforcement, and especially law enforcement on a federal level, having a master's degree can be incredibly helpful. And we can kind of create a path for you that will help you kind of boost your resume in terms of getting hired in the real world, doing some type of law enforcement work or other work in the public sector. I also think our program is great for students who know that down the road they like to go to law school. We've had a number of students over the years that as they're graduating undergrad, they're good candidates for law school, but maybe not great candidates. And spending that 1 year learning more, getting more experience, again, building your resume, and most importantly, getting a master's degree makes you a fantastic candidate for law school. So if you're thinking about going to law school and you're willing to be a little bit patient and maybe looking for a better option than just any school that you can get into, getting that additional master's degree, spending a year doing that will just make you a much better candidate for law school a year from now or even a little bit further down the road. And I would say the same is true for PhD programs. We've had a number of students over the years who are good but not great candidates to get into a PhD program, or maybe they get into a PhD program but it's not the one that they were the most enthusiastic about. And then they get their master's degree, and then just within a year they're much stronger candidates. And we've had a handful of students over the over the years get into top-notch PhD programs in psychology, sociology, political science, and other things after getting the master's degree through justice studies. And the last is that so much of the learning that you're going to do in our program is in the field, it's applied, it's very real world. All of our students have the opportunity to partake in two significant field-related research opportunities. The first will happen during the fall semester, where you work as a group on a massive consultation project, working in the field, helping a local agency with research that needs to be completed. And it's a tremendous opportunity to conduct field research, to collect and analyze field data, and then to provide a report to the agency. It's the work that you'll be doing is very close to what consultants in the justice studies world do in real life. And then the second semester, you're going to do something very similar, but you're actually going to be doing it independently. Every student has the opportunity to do an individualized applied research project where they complete an internship with a local agency or something on the state level or the federal level. And then in addition to doing your internship hours, you also do a culminating project. And again, to think about it in really practical terms, those projects look tremendous on a resume, and they give really, really good real-world experience. And if that's something that you choose to do, and most students do, I'd be the person that you'd be working with. I supervise all of the individual culminating master's projects. So I think if this is something that you're thinking about, at the very least, you should apply. You are more than welcome to get in touch with me. I'd be happy to talk with you one-on-one. I can give you a little bit more information about the internship and culminating master's projects, and maybe I can convince you into applying. So feel free to keep in touch, and thank you.